Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the back button. That's all you got to do is push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
Hello, everybody. How everybody out there doing today? Welcome to the Number Basketball Show. Man, it's your boy, Coach Lee. Hump Day, Wednesday night, 2 days from the weekend. We're back at it like we're bad at it. Man, it's time to run one with you guys. Hopefully, y'all jumping up in there and have some fun tonight. With that being said, what's going on? International Leroy Jr.
I hope you get a job. I hope you had a good day. Y'all asses better make it to the Nothing But Basketball Show because this is how we do it, man. It goes down every Wednesday when we talk nothing but basketball, NBA basketball, and Waco Terra basketball. We should do International Leroy. You know, I got the camera off because I'm somewhere in Tahiti, you know what I'm saying, in the Venetians. Lounging, man. But look, let's get our guys back, man. We got the team in. So first up, next up, we got our guy, Coach Hill, man. Let's get him in representing the Waco Tell. Wow.
Sir, what's up, y'all? How's everybody doing today? Y'all good?
Cooling.
You already know what it is.
We can't be doing no better than you with the good hair day, man. I see you got the curls for the girls and the parts, man.
Got the little part. Got to do what I do, man. Whole lot of, my old school West Coast shit, It is what it is.
Whole lot of LLC there going, man. That's what that is. Like that red privilege, man.
Yes, sir.
But, man, we can't get this show going without, our guy from the Boston Baked Bean State, man. All the way up there from Boston, man. Like, our only Dallas Cowboy fan, like, that's from Boston, man.
Where you at, Leroy, baby? This is the last basketball talk, baby. Thanks, baby. Woo! I think your girl gonna have you stop playing with me, man, because this ain't good for you.
Uh-oh.
It ain't good for you, boy. I know why you hiding today. You ain't in Tahiti.
Hey, I had to wipe the drool out my mouth, man. Where I was sleeping, I was somewhere long from home. I tell you
that. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Well, how's everyone been, man? Like, shoot, we back. It might be. Look, it was rumored that it's the last show, man. Like, damn, no basketball, no NBA basketball. But there's always that Waco Terra shit, man. There's always that Waco Terra basketball
shit year round, baby, year round. And it's gonna get better. I'll tell y'all more about that later, man. And it's gonna get better for real. We doing it this way, man. Real talk, doing big things.
Big brand shit. That's what I'm talking about, man. So what's up? We got the first segment, the cruise here. We didn't confirm that this is not the last show, man. So what we talking about today,
man? We talking about it can't be the Number Basketball Show without talking about the big game that wrapped up last night. NBA Finals, and the Bucks are the champs for the first time since 1971.
Yeah.
58.
You gotta swallow it.
That was like before color TV.
They are the champions, man. We seen it last night, man. The team, they grew from the seed into the flower last night. We seen this homegrown happen last night. You didn't see nobody move from one team to another superstar wise. You seen a team that went through the emotions, yearly losing, picking up little counting pieces to better their team. Their superstar players signed an extension earlier in the year. You know, they still talking crap about him. He can't shoot, free throws, nothing. So you know what he did? Giannis outsmarted everybody else by doing what? Just playing the same way you play all the time. And I said a week ago, 2 weeks ago, probably, when the series first started, I said, if I was a coach, and Coach Hill, shout out to you because you would have did this too. You lock that man, Chris Paul, all the way up and down the court. You tie him, those hamstrings out. You tire him out. That's the way to do it. That's the way the Bucks did it in the last 4 games after going down 2-0. They deserved the win. Phoenix was a fluke. CP3's a curse.
Man.
Leroy wanted to root for them and wanted his money back, and they lost it.
Oh, I didn't want my money back. I paid for them push-ups you did. After we got them push-ups out, you said, boy, we were good.
Oh, the way you talking, you should be giving me 4. You give me 4 in a row right here on the floor for the loss. 4 in a row, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because you was a Suns fan the whole way, baby. You was feeling Phoenix, son. I told you this was gonna happen. I said,
I was feeling, you know what I'm saying? Because I wanted CP3 to lose. Just a little, just put that out there.
Oh, now you playing. Oh, you playing with that card. You was trying to curse him the whole time, huh?
I did.
Good job.
I'm not gonna lie.
That was my dude.
I'm not gonna lie. I was going for the Phoenix Suns. I even said I'll swallow my words. I said Phoenix would win the series, and they didn't. Shout out to Milwaukee, to the Bucks, man. Salute them boys for actually, as I would say, getting it out the mud, man, and grinding until they seen the finished product. So shout out to them for winning the championship, man. And I'll swallow my words. Real talk.
I'm gonna say this. I ain't never swallowed my words, god dog. They like bullets. They penetrate when they come out. They can't come back. But I'm gonna say this is that shout out to the Greek Freak because he said it. He said it. They were down 0-2. He went to the Bucks fans and told them, "I'm bringing home the finals trophy, the championship trophy." And he did it. That's got mad respect for me right there. Because a man that say what he gonna do, go out and do it. That man, he earned his 50 McNugget box that he bought this morning.
And that's the thing. He could have been at Disney World. He could have, like you said, he was supposed to be in Vegas. The guy was at a Chick-fil-A, man. You talk about a guy that, we probably can all live through this, man, and this is what we keep fighting for in America is equality. And this guy was able to move out where he was into America and was given the opportunity to, showcase his talent. And he wasn't a no-name. He wasn't a Luka Doncic, you know what I'm saying? He was a guy that actually came from the gutter just like us, in the show. So we all can relate to this story. And you have brothers, what I'm saying, that's in the grind with you. Both of them, all of them working and making combined $10 an hour. Like, that's type of stuff right there. That's a story right there. And like Leroy said, man, that man handled his business, man. He didn't leave no food on the table. And now he got a trophy, and he bringing everything back home to Greece on Saturday. They about to have a party for him. It's about to be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
They were selling sunglasses on the street of Athens when they first got to Greece.
Mm-hmm.
He's from there to now. That's a hell of a story, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Big story.
Actually possible.
So I got a question for y'all. So I'm not just saying this because I'm a homer. It's a genuine question. So I saw some of the comparisons because obviously it's the first team that was led by international player since the 2011 Mavericks did it. So with that being said, who had the more impressive run? The Bucks or the Mavs? Because they both came down from being down by 2 to take 4 straight. So who you say had the best run?
I'll say the Mavericks.
Okay.
I'll say the Mavericks. The Bucks got in a good situation because of, KD obviously is big old feet. And whatever the situation was with Phoenix, but Phoenix wasn't really supposed to be the favorites. They was just hot because everybody thought they beat the Lakers, and that's kind of how it happens sometimes in sports. Where you beat the best team, you should win. But ultimately, it was the Mavericks. The Mavericks had the better run. You got to remember, the Lakers coming off a championship that year. You beat them, similar to what the Suns did. But then you beat the Miami Heat, the team that was supposed to beat the Lakers or play the Lakers. So in all, Dallas Mavericks with the 30+, they had a bunch of 30+ guys on that team. A heavy old team. I would give it to Dallas just on the strength of that. Like, you went in with a bunch of old scrubs that are mentally sounded. Awesome. And that's what you needed. Another team that, grinded, didn't add crazy pieces to the team, kind of try to keep it through Dirk, similar to what Milwaukee did with Greek. But I would give it to Dallas because that Dallas championship still hoists because people still talk about LeBron record in the finals.
You made some good points. And that was a Homer question. I ain't saying that because I'm
It wasn't a Homer question. It was legit.
That's a Homer question.
Nah. Homer question I would say, how about them Mavs? The Mavs are the greatest. It kind of sounds like a Saints fan, but I digress.
But you just said it. See what I'm saying? Thank you. Such a homer, dude. Such a homer. But I'm gonna have to piggyback what you were saying there too. I'm surprised that I'm actually, agreeing with you on something sports related. Man, it's crazy. But yeah, you got to give it to the Dallas Mavs because they were the underdogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were the David and the Goliath. You know what I'm saying? Like, Milwaukee Bucks, they came in the favor. They had the most points. They had a great season. So honestly, they were the fair favorite. People really had them going in to the finals early in the season. It was just this, us seeing them play without Greek. I think if Giannis would have played the entire playoffs, everyone would have said, hey, the Bucks was going to win. But once he went down, we seen fear in their eye. And that's what I went off. I seen the fear. Now, shout out to the coach because he coached those guys up. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't coached nothing. That guy, that talent one, that coach about to get fired next year.
Talent one? If talent wouldn't, if it was the talent, they wouldn't have got past the Nets.
The coach did not do nothing.
Because the Brooklyn Nets have way more talent than
the coach ain't do nothing. Giannis dominated. That's what happened. He dominated. Nobody can stop him. Coach Budenholzer has a free seat to a championship. He's about to get fired if they lost it. He's going to get fired next year because they ain't going to win it. Or 2 years. They give him a luxury. 2 years. By 2 years, he'll be out.
I can see that.
He's just a coach on the team. He ain't no Phil Jackson. He ain't no.
Okay, well, after Giannis, who's the next best player on the team then?
Middleton.
Thank you. And is he a superstar?
No.
He's
so
also,
how you gonna say he's not? So how you and he's inconsistent? Let's continue.
No. What I'm telling you is Middleton
definitely got to coach.
What I tell you, when the game mattered, Game 6, when Game 6 mattered, Giannis, the man who's the best player on the court, came to play the whole 48. He wasn't in no slump like Chris Middleton was in Game 6. Though Chris Middleton hit a big shot with a minute left, Giannis came to play the whole game. That's what the team is. It's Giannis and everybody else. It's not Budenholzer. It's Giannis, everybody else, and then Budenholzer in the back.
Coaching. You, like I said, you tell me, you named me 2 natural-born superstars on that team who's consistent. Giannis not even consistent, and he can't even make free throws. So how is it not coaching?
Nobody in the NBA nowadays is really consistent. It doesn't come to coaching. It comes down to what players are on the court is better than what players. And this is what it showed. Giannis not injured. Chris Paul injured. Devin Booker ain't never been there before. The Bucks are hungry as hell as a team. They've been there to grind for years. Giannis was not letting that up. He destroyed the Suns in those last 2.5 games. You know what I'm saying? He put the homage on them. Middleton and all them did what they supposed to do as teammates, man. Step up for your big brother when your big brother, need the problem solved. He don't want to get his hands dirty. That's what Middleton and all them come to play. Now that's a team. Budenholzer don't warm up. He don't dress up. That guy right there, he coached a good regular season, but when it comes to playoffs and X's and O's, that guy, he ain't. No. The coach, no. Shout out to the Bucks. He'll be fired in a year and a half.
You had to see my face after all this, and I'm like, what is this guy talking about, man? I couldn't just listen to you no more, man. You have to look into both of these, man. Yes. This guy's talking crazy, talking about the Bucks coach.
Monty Williams coached a better series than Budenholzer.
Who do what? Monty
Williams coached a better serious than Budenholzer. At the end of the day, his players just wasn't capable enough to get over the hump.
You know what organized ball is, right? That's
I mean,
when
organized ball in real life.
You got a coach, you put in a game plan, you execute the game plan.
No, but at the end of the day, if you got the players and the talent, you should win 75% of the time. If you got a good coach, that equals out lovely. But in this case with the Bucks, it's the players. And we know.
I am glad it's football season. I know it's another basketball show, but I know the other reason why I wrote it, because you are in our fantasy football league. And with that, sir, you're going to lose. Talking about, oh, you play the best players. What? That's what the Brooklyn Nets did. They had no coaching. That's why they put Steve Nash there, because all they had to do was just have to grab the reins. That's it. He didn't have to coach the players.
The Nets would have won the series. The Nets would have won the series if they were healthy.
That's all I'm saying.
Come on.
Well, real quick, before we wrap this segment up, just looking at the pure dominance of the Bucks, they averaged 111.7 points to 109, 46 rebounds to 39, and 23 assists to 20. And Giannis went off of 35.2, 13, and 5. 2 blocks, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
So he definitely dominated.
But you got to be put in a position to dominate. That's all I'm saying. Just like we know with the NBA, they set up their players for that. That's all I'm saying. He couldn't score 50 points and win if the team didn't do something. Ask Michael Jordan. Ask Kobe. Kobe scored 8 and they lost.
No, they didn't. Kobe and them won. And they came back from 20 points down. Kobe, my favorite player. 81. Count on. Down 20, scored 81, and won the game.
When was this?
Oh,
you
look it up.
That was the third game, right?
Huh?
Who was that? That was one of his last games he played, right?
What? We talking about against the Raptors? He scored 81?
Yes.
He scored 60 in his last game, too, and won that game, too. Every time Kobe had those numbers, Kobe won. Kobe was no Kevin Durant, LeBron James, score 50 and lose. No. Kobe does this, son. He does not lose. He does not lose. When Kobe scores 50, Kobe does not lose. That's a monster mentality right there. That's different right there. That's different.
And that's the mentality you have, because you're focusing on one player, not the team. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm not. Because at the end of the day, there ain't no team without Kobe. Everybody know that. Everybody watched him for 20 years. You know the drill. Shaq sat behind, couldn't even follow the steps. That's why Shaq was gone. And then Kobe wins 2 more chips. You know the drill. We don't play with slobs over here. We need workers. We need workers.
So we're going to take a quick break, fellas. Be right back in about 15, 20.
That's good.
Hey guys, it's your girl Tamara Moore, former WNBA guard and current head coach at Mesabi Range College. I want to give a big shout out to STWF Media, the big brand, for showing love and always being about those good sports. Make sure you guys show them love. You and your community can join them every week to talk about sports. Shouts out to them and make sure you check them out.
And we're back, folks. Speaking of Shaq and Kobe, the Dallas Cowboys, no, they ain't even say that because they win. The Lakers is rumors about CP3 and Russ joining the squad. What y'all think about that? Let me present this. Obviously, CP3 opted out, so he can go as a free agent. But Russ will require a trade, and the rumors is a sign and trade Westbrook for Kuzma, Horton, and Horton Tucker. That don't even sound right.
That's why you ain't get a response. I was like, oh.
No, sign and trade for Schroeder, Kuzma, and Horton Tucker. Because Schroeder's in a contract situation right now, we can sign him, but we'll probably sign and trade him to try to get some value back. But this is all smoke. I'm hearing, and I'm definitely calling smoke on it. Every point guard that's available, some way, somehow, or could be available, is going to be on the media Laker radar, because the Lakers need a point guard, and they know we need a point guard. But honestly, in my mind, we have time to wait on one, because at the end of the day, we're not a low market team. You know, we're a high market team. And you're going to eventually get someone. You just don't want to wait that long to get somebody that you have to settle for. You can go get the person you want. Yeah. If LeBron James and Clutch Sports and all them guys in this organization right now want to get what they want, they're going to get it. Trust me. It's only a matter of time. But in terms of the Chris Paul talk right now, it's the same as the Kyle Lowry talk and the Dame talk and the Lonzo Ball re-sign talk and even, we was grabbing Kemba Walker for Kuzma. It's all smoke.
Let me ask you this. So, I don't want
They're just trying to stay relevant. That's all, because they lost. That's what I'm saying. Like, losers got to stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? So instead of congratulating, moving on, they're talking about who they recruit, which they're not gonna get. They just saying that this top name that they just saying that to be relevant to me.
Nah, they rubbing fellas with Chris Paul. That's why they came out, because they know that Chris Paul is at a center of his life right now where, damn, you're getting old. Now you're gonna try to get Phoenix for $40 million. Should Phoenix do it? So it's kind of smoke at Chris Paul. It's kind of a diss at Chris Paul. Chris Paul said last night, "Don't talk to me about the offseason." So you're gonna throw something in the morning that says, "Oh, the Lakers are interested in Chris Paul."
But they've been talked about that. They said that when he was up, when they were up, because they know that, right? They know that LeBron James and Chris Paul, they have close ties. But at the end of the day, the dude just got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you want somebody to fight on your team that you just seen got knocked out? Man, no. I'm sorry.
I don't want to hear that noise. That's why I said, that's the shot at Chris Paul.
That's 0-4. They went 0-4 after being up 2-0. Man, come on. No one's going to want that. I'd be surprised if Chris Paul can get back with a contending team. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, he can be with a contender. It depends on what he wants to do. If he wants to still be, point guard, bop, general, and, get the minutes that he's getting in Phoenix, then, if he's not in Phoenix, then he has to probably weigh his options somewhere else. But knowing the Chris Paul, I know he's either going to go to a contending team or, just go to a team that, that can, system-wise. And the thing about the Phoenix locker room is they were good. They were a good locker room to him. And usually where Chris Paul goes, the locker rooms aren't good. There's friction with a player, rather. Player, coach, other players, there's friction. Phoenix, there was no friction with the organization this year. Chris Paul, that's surprising. It's surprising as hell. So go back and sign with Phoenix, but that $40 million tag's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money for a 38-year-old dude.
Who just got star dragged through the finals. That's all I'm saying. You got to put that on there.
He'll go somewhere else. He'll go somewhere else and chase that ring, man. He won't be back in Phoenix.
That's it. Chase it. He ain't going to get it. They're more like chasing the tail.
Don't bring him to LA. He's a curse. Don't bring him here.
Hey. He need to go to LA.
He need to go to Boston.
Gonna get him there.
He need to go to Boston. He need to go to the Celtics. Dog, real talk. The Celtics should go get him.
Celtics not getting him. He's too much of a locker room chatterbox.
Yeah.
Celtics will love him.
Nobody wants him.
Because Kemba, that was their problem. They didn't have nobody when Jalen and JT can't close. They got Chris Paul could close, but they need a big two. So that's a different story.
So what's the consensus? He stays with Phoenix or he moves on?
I think he stays.
That's his best option. That team fits him. This is the farthest he's ever gone in the playoff. I mean, you got to state the obvious. You got to look at the facts. That's the facts. He's never gotten this far with any team. So this is the best situation for him.
I think he's going to stay. He was quoted as saying, everybody in that locker room knows we had enough, but it wasn't enough. So we got to figure it out. I think for me, I just look at myself and figure out how I can get better, what I could have done more, and make sure I come back next season ready to go again.
Yeah, I think he stays also. Like Tu was saying, the locker room life, the locker room was good to him. He can also get the minutes that he wants to staying in Phoenix as opposed to going somewhere else where he'd have to probably not get as many minutes or be like a potential role player. I'm just going to throw it out there. So my best bet is he would probably stay in Phoenix.
That's what he has to. He's going to be a role player anywhere else because at the end of the day, what is going to be his return when they say, okay, y'all got swept in the finals. You know what I'm saying? What's going to be his comeback? What is going to be his defense? He's the leader of the team. Huh?
State Farm.
That's true.
That's it.
Come up with State Farm.
So what do y'all think about the Russ aspect of it? You think he goes to the Lakers?
That's interesting.
No.
That's interesting because the Wizards and the Lakers have done trades before. So this is something that's unlike. It's still, I feel like it's still smoke because we don't. Everybody that's a guard is in the Lakers' radar right now. But the Russ makes more sense because they can actually vie for Russ because Bill's gonna leave soon. They're not gonna really want to pay Russ and deal with Russ if Bill's not there. So hey, let's give Russ to the best suitor possible. And if the Lakers are that best suitor, go get him. Because I would love to see Russell Westbrook in an LA uniform. Trust me.
I would love to see Russ at home. I'm tired of Russ. You know what I'm saying? Look, let Russ retire, man. Like, I'm tired of him. He traveled. He got more frequent flyer miles than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he traveled all over the world. All these different teams for what? The same result, man. Let Russ retire.
It's not his fault, man. You know, it's not his fault. It's business. It's business. That's what it is.
Oh.
Business.
Who's your employee? So you think you get fired is not your fault? They're picking on me.
Right. He didn't get fired.
Who? Russ?
Russell Westbrook didn't get fired.
If he's getting traded?
No, he got what? No, traded from where?
We're talking about in general. I'm saying in general.
No. No. Every place that Russell Westbrook is, he's the man. He gets to request wherever he wants to go. Out. If he wants to leave, he's out. OKC, he wanted to leave. Out. Houston, he wanted out because he wasn't dealing with the staff. Russell's the man.
That's my point. Now you see my point. He's a prima donna. He won't out. He gets out. Like, wait, what? Where did he do that?
He was in a situation where he didn't want to really go to Houston. He got traded there. He got traded to Houston. So he was a rental.
That's my point. You just said, he's the man, and I said he got traded away.
No, he's the man. He's the man.
Right.
But ultimately, it's because he's not fitting there. OKC's his career, but OKC didn't want him. This is the same thing with Dame right now. And I hope everybody's paying attention with Dame, and I hope you're not one of the people saying, oh, Dame's selling out. Dame is being sold out by Portland because Portland has to get new money to get him out of here. In terms of Russell Westbrook, man, the NBA makes people think of people so much of a different way. People don't look at the real picture. Russell Westbrook has, because all these other point guards are coming in, they got to push people out, a.k.a. Chris Paul. What happened to Chris Paul? When Curry and all them came in, they try to easily push them out. And the fans, they love when we push them out. They love it. Because that's what they want ultimately is to push them out. Russell is still a top 5 point guard in the league. Russell triple-double again this year. The guy will be on a team that will be playoff worthy next year.
You're talking about individual stats.
Individual stats?
You're talking about individual stats. Now, what is his success record? I mean, let's look at a resume. If you jump from job to job to job to job in less than a year, you have no work history. It doesn't matter. Oh, I got this. You still jump from job to job.
Situation. He was a rental. He was a rental in Houston. He's a rental in Houston, and in Washington is determined of if Bradley Beal's going to say he's a rental. He can't do nothing about that. He didn't want to be a rental. His contract. His contract still in the NBA.
That's what he is, expendable. Because his time is come and gone. He's been to all these different places, and what did they do?
How's his time still come and go when he still got 10 years to play basketball?
Take L's. Triple doubles and L's.
10 years left to play basketball.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Thank you.
The disrespect.
No disrespect.
All I do is win no matter what. I mean, what I'm saying? Nobody wants these L's. That's how you know you a loser once you start bringing up stats. Like, because the only stat that matters is a win.
I didn't bring up stats. I said another triple-double because in the game, even if you count the triple-double, dude, he's done it in 3 seasons out of his career. Name players that have done that in their careers.
How long has he been playing?
Name them. And name them and tell me where they're at. In the Hall of Fame.
How long has he been playing?
Hall of Fame.
He's been playing a while, huh? He been playing longer than Giannis?
What? Who playing longer? Yeah, he's been playing longer than Giannis.
That's my point.
All right.
Giannis, one team.
Hey, everybody can't play on one team.
Russ jumped to all these different teams and still couldn't do what this man did in one team. That's all I'm saying. So how is he not the problem?
We shall see, gentlemen. We shall see. Hey, let's take a quick break. We got one more segment for the Waco term. We'll be right back shortly. Hold tight, player. Hold tight.
Go.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's cornerback Delvin Breaux here from your favorite team, New Orleans Saints. I just want to go ahead on and give a shout out to STWF Media for allowing me to come on and talk about my testimony, my story, and also talk fantasy football. I just want to say thank you, man, for the honor. I appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tonight at 7:30 Central Time. Bro Show out.
Boom. All right, fellas. Last segment. Let's power through this bad boy. The early NBA power rankings. They actually came out today. Want to get y'all perspective on it. Just like any other time, we just want to spend a little time on the top 5. So who's got the best chance for next year? We start off at the number 5 spot. We got Tinseltown. So how y'all feeling about that choice of them being predicted as a top 5 team next year? They got Davis coming back. They got LBJ.
It's fair. Five's fair.
We know why. We know why they're up there. We know that. How are they a top 5 team?
How are they not a top 5 team?
Because they got kicked out by Phoenix. They got mollywopped.
Hold on. Are you? Hold on. I know you're sober right now. That guy got injured right here. That guy got injured, and Anthony Davis and LeBron James was hurt. So your logic right now sounds real crazy.
You're not a team. That's what I asked. They're not looking like a top 5 team.
Hurt though. AD stay hurt.
Then how you know he's coming back?
AD is still a top 10 player. Hurt or not? Are you kidding me?
How you know he's gonna come back?
You gotta stop.
How you know he's gonna come back healthy?
You gotta stop this.
How you know he's gonna come back
lightning in a bottle last year with him? Last year he stayed healthy long enough.
Y'all gotta stop this. Y'all gotta stop this. Y'all gotta stop this, man. They are top 5 on everybody's list. Regardless of preseason and postseason, they're top 5. They're top 5.
We know why.
With Kyle Kuzma, Pope, and Marcus Gasol,
and
they have 2 of the top 5 players in the NBA. Top 5.
So did the Nets.
Come on, man. Their preseason rankings based on the paper, non-injured, right? Paper is non-injured. Lakers top 5. Correct?
Lakers top 5.
Say on paper. Yeah. Hey, but seriously,
because take this, man.
Man, they're top 5. Just like everybody's saying, they're in the top 5 because of the name of the players. That's all.
Right.
I mean, they got knocked out, by Phoenix, but they're top 5 just because of the players on their, LeBron and AD, the names. You know what I'm saying? So right now they're just top 5 on paper.
On paper.
And this is me personally, though. Me personally, though.
They barely even made it because they had to do the play-in game. They were sweating bullets for that.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Giving
the wrong time of the season, fellas. I know we was watching the same NBA. Did they not get her at the worst point of the season? Come on, man.
Wait, they championship that they won. People call it illegitimate.
What happened? Repeat that. I didn't hear
you. The championship that they won, right? There's some people last when they won. They call it illegitimate. Some people say it was.
Who was hurt? Was anybody injured? Was anybody hurt?
It wasn't nobody playing.
Was anybody hurt? Was anybody injured? All the teams in the world participated. It came from the team, right?
Read my lips.
Was anybody injured? Was anybody hurt?
Most of the players.
Anybody hurt?
They didn't want to play the bubble.
Was anybody hurt?
ILL.
You had to either into the bubble or not into the bubble. They entered the bubble. They lost to the Lakers. This year, the Lakers got hurt. The Lakers lost. When somebody gets hurt, of course you're supposed to kick them in the leg.
You know what? Do we even have excuses? I can tell who your favorite
NFL football
team is. It got to be Cowboys because you got so many excuses. You know the whole history.
It's Google. Google it. Google it.
Top 5 teams.
Number 4, the Atlanta Hawks that made the conference finals. They got a chance to come back.
Yeah, they do. I think they're a little too high, though.
Yeah, because I think Collins might be gone. Somebody going to sign him to a big contract.
Yeah.
The Hawks.
Yeah. The Hawks.
Too high.
They going to sign it?
Too high.
They too high. What?
They too high.
The level of confidence them young fellas have is through the roof. That's all I'm going to say.
They had the young confidence. I can agree with you, Leroy, is through the roof. But being 4, I can see them being like a 8 through 10, and during the season, like they did this year, surprise everybody and move up. Because
now they're on people's radar. That's what I'm saying. They play to a level to get on people's radar. As you can see, with the Lakers being number 5, they play to a level to get. That's all I'm saying. That's 2 years in a row. 2 years.
Leave them Lakers alone, man. Leave them Lakers alone.
Miami did it last year, though. Similar to Atlanta did this season, what Miami did last season. We see what Miami did.
Who?
They got swept.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I put you on mute. I see your mouth, your lips moving, but I put you on mute.
Oh, you heard what I said. You know what I said.
Number 3, we got Utah Jazz.
Now, this is a team I think is too high.
Yeah.
Yes, me too. Overrated all the way. 100.
Did you?
Yeah. How did that get done in the finals?
They got did.
I
think they're too high for that because I think Mike Conley's gonna move elsewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
He's 33, but he's still playing some good ball. He's gonna move to a contender, a real contender.
All I'm saying is Gabrielle Union ain't got the clause on their team yet, so
because if they try to give Conley a new contract, he can put them into the luxury tax, and you know they ain't doing that in Utah.
No, I gotta do trade Bogdanovich and Engels for some value. Because there's teams that need shooters. Just trade one of those shooters with some value, or trade both of them and try to change your team around, change the nucleus or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only way you're gonna get better in Utah. These low market teams, like everybody's not gonna be the Milwaukee Bucks that can grow from the sand and seed themselves into a plant. It's not gonna happen. But Utah could add some valuable pieces.
I know you believe in Santa Claus and Easter Bunny. He said Milwaukee Bucks is a team that watered themselves, that grew up themselves. What?
They grew. They seeded themselves into a plant. Years of dedication, grind, not going after the superstar player. They're playing, not signing going to another super max team to win a championship. He did it homegrown. First try. Now he can leave if he wants to now.
But how are you saying it's Giannis that's doing all of this? And it wasn't like you said that the team homegrown themselves. Like it's not adding up.
It is.
You said it's a low market team, and then you said, everyone's not like a low market team, but like the Bucks, the Bucks was a low market team. I had to tell
everybody. Low market teams in the NBA don't reach the status of winning championships. It only happens every 12 years. It happens every 12 years. The dominant teams win in the NBA. The dominant teams win in the NBA. The stacked teams win in the NBA. The Bucks.
No, the stacked teams steal the NBA like the Lakers. They won a championship in the bubble. And then, what? Get out of here. No,
that's that Taysom Hill talk. That's that Michael Thomas talk. That's that Slam talk.
That's that Slam talk. Number 2, we got the Milwaukee Bucks. Is that some disrespect?
Disrespectful.
Number 1.
They're going to have some hangover.
They're the champs. Disrespectful. They're the champs.
I would have to put them at 1 just because they're the champs, man.
Fact. You can't. That's disrespectful.
Clippers are number 1 or the Nets?
The team that they expected to win, the Nets, is number 1.
And you know why? Because they had all the talent and lacked the coaching.
Big names.
That's it. Big names. That's it. They had no coaching. And guess what? I said that in the beginning of the basketball season.
Who's the leader on that team?
Exactly.
That's the issue.
Exactly. It's always the issue.
If you got those 3 superstars and those egos, it should be the head coach. But they probably looking at him like,
I'm gonna be real. We gotta give these guys those injuries. Like I said, man, this playoffs this year could have been worse if all these injuries derailed but it was still a good playoffs regardless of everything. This team, the team that was assembled in Brooklyn with the 3, they got a bad hit. It was a bad hit, but the second year usually goes well for these teams that are stacking like this. This team, if they keep everything next year and Kyrie at least is a little more quiet, you can still be loud. He'll be all right. The Brooklyn Nets will be good, but they're not number 1. They're not number 1 at all.
The Nets will be good.
They'll be good.
What?
Nets will be good.
Well, they good. That's why I guess they were good this year too, right?
Injuries, man. Damn, man. Damn, man.
Everything is injuries with you.
I'm sorry, it's the way it happened.
What is this accountability,
I
man?
can only predict what happened. It's injuries, bro. If they didn't get injured, bro, they would win, bro.
So I guess it's not their fault they got injured, right?
Bro.
I guess it's not their fault they got injured. They're not training better. They're not preserving their bodies better. So I guess it's not their fault.
Nobody's preserving their bodies. The NBA now. Yeah. We talked about this. People work out 2 days a week. Giannis works out 2 days a week. Everybody works out 2 days a week.
Giannis, hey, he came back from an injury.
He wasn't really hurt.
Oh my gosh.
He came back. He wasn't really hurt. My mother told me, if I ain't sick, I'm going to school. So I ain't sick, I'm going to school. He was not hurt. It was like, Giannis, take your break because we're going to the finals soon, and we could beat the Hawks without you. And that's what happened. They beat the Hawks without him. That's all that happened. It's common sense is right there in context. It sits there.
Wait, you said context? He said in context. That's that Boston talk, man.
Shout out to Boston baked beans. I don't eat them.
All right, we're going to take our last break, gentlemen, before we get ready for those Waco Terror updates.
Waco.
Be right back.
Yes, sir.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who that nation?
Douche, just like that. It's that time to rise and shine, fellas. Them Waco Terror boys in the house. Let's do this.
Yes, sir. What's up, man? We're going to get into it, man. We got the NBL upcoming season. I know I touched on it last time, but hey, October 2nd is going down, man. We play here in Waco against the North Texas Prowlers. Also later on in this segment, man, hey, there y'all go. Go copy the schedule. All games are played in Aquila, which is actually between Dallas and Waco. So, I mean, I'm trying to move closer to that area so people can travel from both places. Like I said, first game, October 2nd, 2 p.m. tip, North Texas Prowlers is going down, man. Then we got a treat for everybody, man. We'll also be playing in the Swin City Pro-Am League up in Dallas at Hillcrest High School. This weekend, as a matter of fact, games are either between 1 and 6 p.m. I'll post in the group where it's at, man. We definitely sports talk with friends. Need y'all in the building. If you're in the Dallas area, come out and support the Waco Terror, man. We doing what we do, man. Boom, there it is. And I know those are not traditional colors, but hey, when you play in a Pro-Am League, you don't get to pick your colors. Each week we going against dogs. You got G League guys, NBA guys. We're gonna have some scouts in the building. So man, it's really gonna put the brand out there, man, and really just do some big things for some of my players that are participating in the Pro-Am League.
That's what's up.
Then next, I got my player spotlight. He was on the show last week. Chance Gibson, man. I got a couple highlight clips from our playoff game of him, man, doing his thing. I hope they come out okay. But definitely want to keep highlighting players, man, because without these guys, there would be no Waco Terror, man. So we'll show a couple of them clips, man. That's that boy Chance, man, doing his thing. Let's see how it come out.
Okay. I could do that.
We only had 5 guys that game, man. So with all that, we left it all out on the court, man. Play with a lot of heart. Chance to be playing no games, man. No games. All above the rim. All above the rim.
I see. He out there yamming on them boys.
Yamming. And watch this. That's my boy Logan right there. And he can shoot.
The boy Marv Albert said, from downtown.
Just all around player, man. All around good guy, man. And I'm sorry for the clips, man. I didn't have time to put them all together.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. I was actually watching these clips the other day. I'm like, oh, okay. Get him.
You got some game, man. For everybody that's a Terror fan, man, the Pro-Am League, man, out at Hillcrest High School this weekend, he will be in action.
Damn.
Real talk.
He went out to the 3-point line. Yak it. Everyone.
And didn't get the call. And refs up there.
Oh, man.
No call, man. But hey, shout out to the Dallas refs, man. We love y'all. Real talk. Anyway, we're going to talk about, man, hey, if you're interested in joining the Waco Terror, man, join the winning team. I'm always going to say that, man. You know, we put people on, you know, we highlight players, all that good stuff, film. We got the Sports Talk with Friends crew backing us, man. We are y'all's team. So, man, you want to join the winning team, hit up Coach Hill. Hit us up on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I think we even got a TikTok, but I'm not over that part. So TikTok, Snapchat, whatever y'all on, man, hit us up. We love to have y'all.
I want to be a super fan.
Man, you can be a super fan, man, all the way out the East Coast. Spread the word, man. Then I had a special guest, you know, my Waco Terror newcomer of the year, man. He stepped in when our point guard went down, but he was a starter already. But he stepped in and said, hey, Coach, I run that point too. So he really stepped in and showed us what he was about. He was on with us, but that was Logan Hicks. I don't know where he went. But hopefully he gets back on and says a couple words, man. He's played college ball. I'm not really going to put his business out there too much, but he's definitely has some opportunities coming up in the near future. So we may potentially be losing him, but hey, at the end of the day, we just mold, you know, young men this way, man. So we just excited to have Logan on the part of the team. And man, as you can see, he can shoot that ball too.
Nice.
He sees the court real well, man. And so, if there's any pro teams watching this overseas, coaching, man, say, get at me, man. We can definitely do some business with Logan, man.
My God. Real talk, man. That's good stuff.
He has it all. He has it all, man. He doesn't shy away from the competition. Yeah, there you go at the bottom. But hey, I'm not gonna take up all the time. Man. Hey, Logan, you on there? Yes, he having problems, man. I really wanted him to talk because this is really his part of it, man. But hey, if he can't get on there, he's having technical difficulties or whatever the case may be.
He having that Teddy Riley, man, that internet stuff.
Yeah. So, man, somehow I just got back. He's messaging me on the other phone. He said somehow I got back out. I'm joining back now. But hey, man, I just wanted him to say a couple words. But hey, if he can't get back on, man, it won't be the last show we have, Lo, man. We gonna have interviews after our games and stuff like that. We'll definitely make sure you go on Sports Talk with Friends in the near future, my boy. Again, we do apologize for that, but hey, whole lot of terror stuff coming y'all's way, man. I thought it would be the last show tonight, but hey, things happen. God's working, so we're gonna keep working.
Yes.
Start saying amen. I like that.
Y'all already know it.
Won't he do it?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Hey, we got to get the merch. We got to get the merch going. I know I got to get Sports Talk with Friends merch. We got to get the Terror merch going. You know, I got a different team of people that's behind me now. They're encouraging me. Hey, you got to do it this way, this way, this way. We playing a better venue now. So, man, the thing is, it's up from here, man. I'm gonna push it harder than I've ever pushed it before, man. So all y'all,
tell those guys that behind you, don't lose the part, man. You know the curls working.
That's the thing,
man. Like you lose it, man. But I've noticed the change in you, man. I'm telling you, I've noticed the change.
They can't do the part, man. It's either the part, the braids, or whatever, man. Like they can't be just. They can only be them. Don't try to be me, because then we got a problem.
Bow. You never stay in your lane. Just like that. That's how success continues and builds. You're right about that. Man,
yes,
so we waiting on Low, man. You know, Low Jack, Logan, you know what I'm saying? Like, where he at, you know, before we get him out of here.
Real quick, at least he could say something.
Right, you know. Because we might have to we might have to change this show name to a whole lot of Waco Terror-ish. You know what I'm saying? Sure.
Hey, that's what the segment need to be, man. A whole lot of terror-ish, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know, we about it.
We made a new name up today.
Look, you think that's how we do, man. You know, big brand, Sports Talk with Friends. But man,
hey,
you know,
Coach,
like
I guess he ain't. I mean, he said he trying to get back on. I don't know. Is he, Coach?
I don't see him.
He ain't got much time, man. Cause
one more time.
Because, hey, I can always bring up a topic, but this is the Nothing But Basketball show. Y'all see, I'm ready. I done checked out. Like,
I won't talk about that.
Hey, he said he's gonna try. He said he's trying right now. So if he can't get on, then hey, like I said, it ain't the end of it, man. We're gonna keep rolling. It's gonna get better and better, man. Always next time. He said he's trying right now, but if he don't get on, man, we just gonna salute that boy.
See him. We're gonna see him this weekend.
No doubt.
Definitely gonna see him this weekend, man. And we get an interview with him. I mean, there'll be people that are interviewing the players, all that type stuff. Then, man, I introduce him to y'all. Man, y'all can interview him, whatever.
Can we interview him in person? Cause we gonna clown.
Yeah.
On that
They definitely gonna put it.
I won't have the part though. I'll be braided up by then, so we gonna be straight.
That's how you gotta be out here in that D, man.
Gotta stay fresh, man. This that after work look. You feel me?
All right. Who you got for shout outs tonight, Coach?
Man,
let's give a shout out to Low. Look like he's trying to hop in.
Yeah, he keep trying, but I don't know what's popping with that. Low.
Man, it look like he look crazy, right?
He's going in and out. I don't know where he's
game
going.
of 25.
He got me scared, man. You ain't trying to stick up the place, huh?
Playing out.
Uh-oh.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you must got that Boost Mobile service. You like them old karate movies. What'd you say?
What's up, Lo? How you doing tonight, bro?
I'm good. What's good?
Man, we trying to find out what's popping over there for you, man.
I'm trying to find out where your eyes at, man. Look like you're driving. You should be
driving safe, man.
20. Like, what's up? Look, we don't want you to interview the wreck. Like, hey, we'll be popular after that. I guarantee you, but you know what I'm saying? We want to make sure you're all right.
Be safe. Definitely. Just wanted to give you a shout out, man, for the impressive season.
Yeah, you really got me nervous. Now you're looking like that old, what was that? Malcolm X, when he just standing there with his white beat on, looking out the blind. So how was the game, man? Like, where you hanging out with us from?
I'm not even gonna lie. I can't hear y'all. Y'all cutting in and out.
No.
They said, where you hanging out with us from?
He's hanging out from Mr. Telephone Man.
We'll put him on the phone some other time, man.
Oh,
when
yeah,
he's
no doubt.
He's just now leaving a basketball game, so we'll definitely get him on next week. See him this week.
In jail, like like with white beat on. I'm like, man, look, I'm nervous too.
But yeah, he keep messaging me, man. I told him don't worry about it, man. He good. We'll get him next time.
Of course, man. Thank you. Let them know we appreciate it for hanging out. But definitely, our first shout out for me is to Low, man. Thanks for hanging out. But that's all I got. You got any shout outs, Coach Hill?
Man, hey, shout out you boys, man, for hanging in there tough, man. I mean, it's been fun. Like, I know we ain't done yet, but man, hey, I enjoy hanging out with y'all. Like, this is my downtime. Shout out my son. He turned 17 yesterday. So making me feel not old, but man, my oldest one just graduated. Now he's next year. So I mean, it's one of those things like, hey, definitely want to make sure he's good going on to the next phase of his life, man. So definitely shout out Christian Hill, man. Love you, boy. That's all I got.
You make me. I got shout out to my kids now. You know what I'm saying? Like, sheesh. I won't put that.
He's right there though. He can hear me.
Shout out to your father, man. Thank you. Congratulations. What you got there too?
It's been a pretty odd day. It's kind of down for me. Lost my cousin in October. His birthday is today. Want to give a happy birthday to my cousin Sly. One of the reasons why, driving sports is crazy, and I talk the way I talk, so a little extra fiery today because that's what he would have wanted. And other than that, kiss your loved ones, man, because they could be gone tomorrow. It's my dog, man. So I don't even feel the streets as it is anymore when you lose loved ones. So, but you guys doing the show, man, we here. Regardless, the job must go on,
Right.
Because that's what they would have did or wanted you to do. So,
right. So much on. That's the biggest mantra. Wheels are made to roll, not to stay still. You know what I'm saying? So everybody get your roll on. But look, give a shout out to everybody that support the brand because without y'all, there's no us. We going big places. You can see the people around us going big places. So like they said in the old church, if the people on the pew, on the left and the right are getting blessed, your blessing's coming. So y'all make sure y'all stay on that pew with us because we getting blessed. It's our time, fantasy football. And until next week, it's our show for the week. Hey, let's do it on Leroy until next time, man. What you got, Coach Lee?
Hey, man. Enjoy this, man. NBA season was a great season. Looking forward to next season. Waco Terror doing big things, bringing it out there. Definitely going to be out there. Promise you going to be out there to support you this weekend. Man, shout out to you brothers as well. Y'all make it fun. For those out that get a chance to join us tonight, hey, make sure you get your butts back in the seats next week. We're going to do it big because we are the big brand. With that being said, peace.
Peace out.